You wouldn't know it by looking at this plain white house with green shutters, but it was home to a very notorious serial killer from over 100 years ago. The house is in Lucas County in northeastern Ohio. There was a young woman living in this house named Ceely Rose. In those days, she would have been called simple, but by today's terms, she would be called mentally disabled. She had fallen in love with a local boy by the name of Guy Barry. Her parents knew this wouldn't turn out well for her and discouraged her from pursuing this man. She wouldn't hear it. She felt her love was so strong that she would not be deterred, and one night she helped make dinner, but then she added something to the food. This addition would lead to multiple deaths in her family. In those days, the area had a serious rat problem, and her dad kept rat poison, arsenic, to take care of those rats. Ceely had seen what the poison did and decided to use it on her family so she could be with the man she loved. After dinner, the family became seriously ill, with the father and brothers dying within a few days. Her mother was suffering severely, but recovered. The local authorities put two and two together and figured out what Ceely had done. There was a trial held, but in the trial there was surprise testimony from her mother, who chose to defend her only surviving child. She said there was no way Ceely could have poisoned the food. Without that testimony, Ceely was allowed to go back home. Once they were there, her infatuation for the local boy kept growing, and her mother kept trying to stop any relationship from building. So what did Ceely do? She poisoned her only defender, her mother, who died a few days later. Ceely would end up being committed to an asylum where she lived a long life, and some said she was a model patient. I just know as I moved around that house, I could feel a cold, foreboding presence, and I was filled with a queasy feeling, maybe like what her family experienced. All I know was I was happy to get far away from that house.